I did not mean to turn the light on. Apparently it says it's so dark in here we need a light. Or it just doesn't like this. Why does this freak me out so much? Where are her legs? Is this a story about someone who has no legs? What? Lady Mechanika? I don't know. Okay, so here are my notes. So apparently, oh, Lordy, this just is painful. Joe Benitez. Did you also edit your own stuff? God, this is terrible. This reminded me of that one comic, Bordertown, where the guy had I'm pretty sure that this is when Vertigo was a thing, and please, I don't know nothing about comic books, nothing. Less than nothing. I don't have any insider people. I don't know nothing. But Borderland was a comic book series. It was done with Vertigo. They were trying to redo Vertigo because Vertigo back in the day was really, really good. It had, Neil Gaiman, I think, and it had some other people. And it was just this really edge stuff. The way I understood it was that Image came out, totally pushed the edge to everything, and so then DC and Marvel couldn't push the edge because they had all these rules in place. So DC made Vertigo so they could. They redid that recently, but there was no reason because there's no rules anymore. Comics can do whatever they want. Didn't they show Batman's penis the other months ago? And people were like, oh lordy, why? So they reinvented Vertigo for no reason at all. It totally bombed. It had Bordertown, who apparently the creator of Bordertown messed with a whole bunch of young girls, and so they canceled it. But it was a terrible, terrible, terrible comic. I mean, it just reminds me, you can do almost whatever you want if you're good. Neil Gaiman can trash his fans whenever he wants because he's good. Alan Moore can hate every single person on the planet because he's that damn good. Just like, what's his name? Roman Polanski can, because everyone knows Roman Polanski likes to get young girls drugged up on crap, do terrible things to him, but he's a good director. So they forgive him. I don't watch Roman Polanski. And Woody Allen. Woody Allen can do really messed up things And people go, but he does good movies. He's a good director. So they forgive him. But if you do crap, you can't do nothing. So this was always reminding me of Bordertown. Because I think there was something about Dead coming back. And the whole thing just hurts my head. So there's this lady who wants your soul, and then she turns you into, I don't know, Ghost Rider or something. I don't know. Now, it always bothers me about translating stuff. Now, a lot of times, sorry, this is way out of focus, but a lot of times you don't care. You know, if you're watching a science fiction show, and I totally messed up. These are all sideways. They should be like this, but they're like this. It's easier to hold this way. But in science fiction shows, you kind of forget that aliens are speaking English, and there's no reason for them to. But this, so they definitely make sure you know this is translated. So these symbols mean that it's translated from Spanish. And then, okay, all right, so why is she speaking in Spanish to herself? a way I can turn that off? Okay. Sorry, I figured that out. This is a new phone. Why is she speaking in Spanish to herself? And then I don't know what's going on. Okay, you lost me. But then I have this whole list of... If they're translating, why aren't they translating Senor? Why aren't they translating Mechanika, which I guess means little girl or honey or, something? Why aren't they translating these? It says it's translated, but it's not. Senorita is not English. So apparently this girl, for some reason, and you gotta read other stuff in order to understand anything, she comes to this place, and then she has to go to another place because this blind guy tells her to. And so then she goes to another place, and, I understand this. Okay, we're all Spanish, yay. And then they're translating that. And then, again, listen, you either translate or you don't, okay? It's like, my universal translator ain't working. You gotta hit it like Al used to do with a Ziggy. He had to hit it and go, hey, what's going on? Oh, they forgot to translate that. So then there's this old woman, and they're getting ready for a party, and then she says, oh yeah, we're doing that's the Lady of the Death. But they're doing the Day of the Dead, which is confusing because, I think she lives in America, and she speaks fluent Spanish, but she never heard of Day of the Dead. I don't know any Spanish, and I know Day of the Dead. And then you got the freaky doll, because you always got to have the freaky doll. And then she has freaky eyes and, things. If this was like Dora the Explorer teaches you about Day of the Dead, I go, oh, that's good. But this was just awful. It's drawn well, but it's just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Did I miss anything? Because I still cannot believe that she did not know anything. And apparently this is a whole series of just god-awful crap. And then it ends where, okay, someone came back from the dead. It's like, oh. Was that a twist? Was that supposed to be a twist? Oh, Lord. So this was, please don't, please. Where are her legs? Where are her legs? Where? Goodbye.